Andor didn't just drop another Star Wars story into the galaxy. It dropped a grenade into the fan base. Some call it a masterpiece, others say it's boring, preachy, and not even real Star Wars. But no matter where you stand, one thing is clear. Andor has weaponized Star Wars fans against each other. Let's get this out of the way. Star Wars fans have always fought over sequels, over prequels, over who shot first. But Andor isn't just another battleground. It's a proxy war. Not about ships or Sith, but about what Star Wars is even supposed to be. Suddenly, the conversation shifted from Jedi versus Sith to is this too political, or is this even fun anymore? One side sees brilliance, complex characters, slow burning storytelling, real world parallels. But the other side sees a joyless show stripped of magic, lightsabers, and wonder. Here's where it gets heated. Andor didn't sneak politics into Star Wars. It walked in, slammed the door, and gave a monologue about fascism. For some, that was refreshing. Finally, Star Wars living up to its anti-imperialist roots. But for others, it felt like an agenda, like real-world politics being shoved into their escapism. It's a fault line, and Andor dug it deeper. Star Wars projects dividing fans is nothing new, except this time, fans aren't talking about lore, dialogue, or character portrayals. They're debating prison abolition, corporate imperialism, surveillance states, and how it relates to the current political climate. The thing is, George Lucas already did this with the prequels, except people weren't listening. He put a deeper message into those movies for both kids and adults and then wondered why you hated it instead of understanding it. He gave us a story that showed how empires rise and how people can be too blind to see it before it's too late. But George did this to depict all of history and its repetition no matter which country, government, or political party involved. Andor didn't make this up, but instead positioned it to allow one side of the fandom to use as a political message against the other side, and then hate on those who don't think it's the best thing ever. Now, let me say this. I know there's fans out there who like or dislike this show and don't fall into this behavior. Kudos to you for just watching Star Wars for Star Wars. But the fact of the matter is, Andor isn't fun in the way Star Wars usually is. It's bleak, slow, philosophical. Some fans love the maturity, others feel alienated, like the show looks down on everything they loved about the galaxy far, far away. So we have two sides. One calling Andor the best Star Wars since Empire, the other calling its fans elitist snobs who hate fun. The worst part? The show itself knows this. It practically dares the fandom to take sides. And now you've got fans treating Andor like a political litmus test, a moral compass. Like what it says about oppression? You're woke. Think it's slow and overrated? You don't get it. It's not just disagreement, it's judgment. Andor didn't just tell a story about rebellion, it sparked one, inside the fan base itself. One side sees it as the future of Star Wars, the other sees it as the death of everything that made the galaxy fun. And the real genius, or tragedy, is that both sides think they're fighting for the soul of Star Wars. This is a message to all members of the fandom. Put down the blaster. Remind yourself of the kid you were when you fell in love with the franchise. Be civil when you disagree with someone that doesn't like one of the shows or movies. And debate about fun things, instead of which side you're on. Because if you continue down the road Andor is pushing for, the Empire will crush us. And isn't that exactly what they want?